Has anyone seen that movie Purge? I mean, it's a very extreme example, but it does highlight a lot of important points in our lives. So letting things out, purging our lives of things that we don't want in them, can be beneficial. Extreme example, but anyway, that's the next thing I'm going to talk to you about. Purging things that don't serve you. Purging things that don't serve you. So if you want increased mental freedom, if you want to decrease your stress and just feel lighter, then it all comes down to self-reflecting and thinking about everything in your life that is there and what serves you and what's not serving you, what's keeping you stagnant, what's dragging you down. So take a moment to think about every single thing in your life, your home, the physical house itself, everything that you own, your possessions, your family, your parents, your children, your partner, your friends, your finances, your work, every single thing, and think about how those things serve you. Now, I don't mean servitude like slavery. I mean, like, what do they do for you? Are they positive? Do they have negative connotations? Do they drag you down? Not just those things, but your beliefs, clutter in your house, your habits. Now, another huge one that I didn't mention, but is probably more important than all of those things, is your beliefs. So things that you believe, things that you hold on to, do they serve you or are they dragging you down? You need to be honest with yourself. You really need to think about it and be honest. It's deep. There is no in between. If it's not moving you forward, it's dragging you down. You will feel lighter. You will feel more mentally free. You will move quicker. You'll achieve your goals quicker. You'll be a completely different person. So in essence, it's like removing clutter. It's a bit like being a minimalist, but being a mental, emotional minimalist. So this may take quite a while. You might have to spend a whole day doing this, but write it all down. Like I say with everything, write it down. So write down everything you believe, all of your habits, everybody in your life, all your family, friends, acquaintances, your work, all of the stuff in your house, everything that you own, write it all down. Then write a note beside each and every single thing. Does this thing serve me? What does this thing give me that I need out of life? And it's not just physical things. It's not just financial things. It could be, spending time with your family, which gives you happiness. It gives you joy. It gives you contentment. So then basically you'll have 3 lists. The things that need to go, the things that need to stay, but then there's probably going to be things that you're indecisive about, and you might not have to cut them completely out of your life. You might just need to restrict things. So if it's somebody that is fairly negative but important in your life, then you might just restrict it to not seeing them as often. And that's hard, but it's necessary for you. You have to look out for you. Now, if you have children that are like 6, 7 or 8 or whatever age, I'm not saying cut them out of your life. Oh, they don't serve you. That's not what I mean at all. You still have responsibilities. We're not talking about responsibilities here. We're talking about things that serve you. So then you can write another list, and you can title this list with things I am ready to let go of, and write down everything that goes in that list. So another one that I didn't mention is things like habits. It might be gambling. It might be something that you do that doesn't serve you. It might serve you in that moment, but is it serving you long term? This is about you. You are the designer of your life. You're in control. And look, to be blunt, this is not going to be easy, especially when it comes to people. Cutting people out of your life is very hard, and some people can't do it, but sometimes you need to make that decision based on what is best for you. Some people drag you down. Some people they just drain you of your energy. They drain you of feeling good. They're just so negative, and you don't want that around all the time. So look, honestly, when it comes to people, you don't have to cut them out completely. I mean, a lot of people, when they do this purge, it's going to be something like a parent who is very negative, or an adult child who is very influential and just does not make you feel good, you can just restrict your time with them so that you're maintaining a relationship, but you're not letting it drain you of who you are and your happiness. Another thing that people can choose to purge or let go of, which I think is essential to happiness within yourself and within your relationships. And I'll talk about this a lot in another post, a whole nother post actually, but standards and expectations. If you have standards, most people have standards to serve themselves, but if they're not serving you, you need to remove them. And if you have expectations that are not serving you, you need to remove those. So in summary, think of everything in your life, every single thing, write it all down, separate it into lists, 3 lists: things that need to go, things that need to stay, and things you're undecided about. And you can think about how you can restrict those things in your life. If you're still undecided about those things, you can write a pros and cons list and weigh up each side of it and make a decision then. If you do this, you will feel lighter. As I said before, you'll move quicker. You will feel mentally free. You will decrease your stress at work, trust me. You'll feel all of these amazing things. You'll feel like a completely different person. And it's just like physical clutter. It's like getting rid of all of that clutter. And there's all this space now that you can invest on things that you need to and want to invest in, mentally and physically. Thanks for listening, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful, blissful, accomplished day. Thanks for listening, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful, blissful, accomplished day.